ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. This is Tanush, and today we'll be discussing about a very important transit which is going to happen. So right now Mars is in the sign of Cancer and it is debilitated, and Mars is opposite to Saturn. So Mars and Saturn have mutual aspect with each other, and this is causing a lot of issues for most of the people. So on 20th of July 2021, Mars, the commander-in-chief of planets, is moving out of the state of debilitation and entering into a royal and creative sign of Leo, the sign of its best friend, and Mars is very comfortable being in Leo. Now Mars and Leo both are fiery signs, and when Mars enters into Leo, it basically gives a lot of energy. So it's an transit which is full of energy, I would say. Now, what is Mars? Let's look into what is Mars and what is the sign of Leo for just for a few seconds, and then we'll go ahead. So Mars is a soldier. It's like being in action to fight enemies or to dominate the enemies. Mars represents competition, winning of the competition, or completing given task by hook or crook. Mars also represents war, fighting with enemies, aggression. Mars is energy in us, it is the ability, driving force. Mars also represents our siblings or brothers. Now the sign of Leo is a very royal sign, as it is owned by the royal king's son. And being the natural fifth house in the Kala Chakra Kundali, it represents creativity, it represents fortune, romance, etc. So it represents many things basically. Leo represents our heart, it represents energy, it is light, initiative taking capability, it represents completion of a task. So when Mars moves into the sign of Leo, it is extremely happy and comfortable being there, because as we discussed, it's a sign of its best friend, the sun. Moreover, like we discussed, both are fiery in nature, and hence this transit is going to involve a lot of energy, right? So let us see how this is going to impact all the 12 ascendants, starting with Aries. Now for Aries ascendant, Mars is moving out of the 4th house to the 5th house, right? Now Mars is currently debilitated in the 4th house. Also Mars loses its directional strength in 4th house, and being in 4th house, Mars is aspecting with its 7 aspect, it is aspecting the 10th house where Saturn is basically sitting right now, and Saturn is in turn aspecting Mars. So there is a mutual aspect of Mars and Saturn, which is not very good. Also Mars is quite weak, and Mars is creating a lot of issues. So what are the issues? First is it's creating a lot of issues on the home front. Either the health of mother would be a little disturbed, or you may have little differences with your mother. Also it's creating issues on the work front. Now when Mars moves into the 5th house, this transit is going to be extremely wonderful for you. Your health will be great, you will be beaming with confidence, because Mars is also the lord of your ascendant. You will be tough on your enemies, and you will win competition if you take part. You will enjoy your life, and also you will get interested in learning something new, like new technology or new domain, right? So it's going to be a very good transit for Aries ascendant. Now for Taurus ascendant, Mars is moving out of your 3rd house to the 4th house of Cancer. So 3rd house of Cancer to 4th house of Leo, right? Now Mars in Cancer is currently creating issues in communication, differences with friends and siblings, and also issues during your travel. Now though Mars is debilitated in 3rd house, but Mars generally does extremely well in 3rd house, so there is a kind of balancing effect, I would say. Now when Mars moves to the 4th house, though it loses its directional strength, but it will help to create harmony and peace on your home front. You'll become very bold and dynamic at work place and can get into the position of authority. Your relationship with your managers and authorities is going to improve. Now for Gemini Ascendant, Mars is currently debilitated in the second house, right? So it is a lot of 11th house and debilitated in the second house. So a lot of 11th and 6th house, but 11th house, that is Aries, is the Mool Trikon Rashi of Mars, right? So Mars in second house is also aspecting the Saturn, as we discussed, which is right now in the 8th house, and this is creating a lot of issues, some health issues, it is creating tensions with in-laws as well as in the family. Mars moving into the third house is an excellent transit, because Mars does extremely good in the third house. Third house is also the house of courage, and because it is the house of Sun, which is the dear friend of Mars, Mars is going to give you a lot of confidence basically. And your courage will be great. You can expect a lot of gains from the career. You will spend time with your friends and also people in your network circle. Now the fourth aspect of Mars is on the 6th house, which is its own sign, Scorpio, right? Hence it will give you courage to fight with enemies. It will restore your daily routine, which is currently extremely disturbed because of the presence of Ketu there. You will also take up journeys. Now Cancer, for Cancer, it's going to be this transit is going to be a good one, because it's going to give you a lot of relief. Right now the debilitated Mars is sitting in your ascendant, right, and sitting in the ascendant, it is giving you some health issues, issues with your spouse or partners, maybe ego issues, disagreements. Now Mars will now move to the second house, which is very good for you. You will become very bold and dynamic in your family. At work, tensions will ease, and you can expect gains from career, or you can expect a new opportunity. You will get interested in learning new things. Now for Leo Ascendants, Mars currently is debilitated in the 12th house, and it's giving you a lot of expenditure, a lot of expenses and unnecessary travels too. So Mars transit to Leo will make your personality extremely dynamic and attractive. You will be oozing with confidence, because it's coming into your ascendant. Environment at your workplace will be joyful, and you with your family will plan for something new, or probably making some changes which will be very good. You'll also make plans to travel to different places. Now for Virgo Ascendants, currently Mars is debilitated in the 11th house, and it's not so bad for you right now, because it gives gains from unexpected sources, and it also gives some gains, or probably you can have some good relationships with your in-laws. Now Mars transiting into the 12th house, into the house of Leo on 20th of July, is not so great transit for you, because on one front we can say that the Lord of 8th house is getting into the 12th house, which creates a yoga which is known as Viparit Raj Yoga. So it's a temporary yoga, but yes, this yoga is also kind of good. So initially it gives you some issues, and then you come out of the issues and you will be kind of victorious. So it is surely creating this yoga. This also indicates that you will fall short of courage at certain times. Now for Libra Ascendants, the debilitated Mars in the 10th house is creating issues at your job front, issues with authorities, with your reporting manager, and you right now are also lacking courage to take up new role or responsibility, or even execute the responsibilities in the current role. So there are also some ego issues with your spouse. Now Mars on 20th of July is moving from your 10th house to the 11th house into the sign of Leo. So this transit is going to be an excellent transit for you, right? So it's going to help you in career, marriage, and family front too. So you can expect gains from your career, or you can get into a very new powerful role. You will get good help from your network circle and your spouse too. So it's a great period for you, and you need to take advantage of it. Now for Scorpio Ascendants, Mars is also the lord of your ascendant, and right now it is debilitated in the 9th house. So this is causing some health issues, some issues in travels, and also loss of courage. But now it is going to move to Leo in your 10th house, right? So Mars, it's going to be very good, because first thing is Mars is going into the sign of Leo, which is excellent. And Mars does extremely well in the 10th house, right? It does extraordinary in the 10th house. So it's going to be a very good transit for you, because Mars is going to have a extremely well directional strength, very good dignity. And it's very powerful in Leo too. So this transit especially will help you in your career. It will be a very powerful phase in your career. So between 20th of July to 6th of September, it's going to be an extraordinary period for you. You will accept some new assignment with very powerful or authoritative role. Your health will be great, and you will overpower your enemies and competitors. So very good transit, especially on your career front. So you need to take full advantage of it. Now for Sagittarius Ascendant, Mars currently is debilitated in the 8th house, and it is aspecting the 2nd house where Saturn is placed, right? So Mars is certainly giving you some health issues, problems with in-laws, family members, and children as well. Now Mars is moving into your 9th house, into the sign of Leo. It's a very good position, because 9th house, Mars is very comfortable there. It will boost your courage. It will inspire you to learn, new technologies or new things in your field. Children will do better in studies, and you will travel, to some long distance places. Now for Capricorn Ascendant, the debilitated Mars is giving a lot of issues right now in marriage or relationships. You might be facing certain health issues related to stomach or liver. You might have some disturbances at your home and also in job. Now Mars will move out of your 8th house, will move to your 8th house into the sign of Leo. This indicates, gains from in-laws and gains from unknown sources. You need to be a little careful while driving, as you might get into some small accidents. There will be a lot of improvement in your home environment. It will be more comfortable on the home front, and if there are any issues related to ancestral property, they can be resolved during this transit. Now for Aquarius Ascendants, Mars is right now debilitated in the 6th house, right? So during this period, you may be facing health issues, problems with enemies, and you may be finding it difficult to keep up with the daily routine. It also indicates you might have got into some financial losses, or you might have got into some debts. Now Mars will be transiting into your 7th house. You will have a very good relationship with your spouse or partners. You may get into some new business deals. People who are in job can get new job opportunity with great role or new role in the current organization. Courage will be great, and you will be involved in mass communication activities. Now for Pisces Ascendant, currently Mars is debilitated in your 5th house, right? So it is currently giving you some issues with children. You are not able to use your knowledge to best of your ability. It is also causing issues in your network circle as well. So now on 20th of July, Mars will transit to your 6th house into the sign of Leo. So it's going to be a great transit for you. You will be able to save money. You will overpower your enemies and competitors. So expenses will be little high, but there would be sufficient cash inflow to deal with it, and travel is also indicated. So guys, these were my thoughts on transit of Mars into the sign of Leo from 20th of July to 6th of September 2021. So if you like the video, kindly subscribe to my channel, and if you want to get personal consultations, you can drop mail to me, or you can WhatsApp me on my number. Thank you so much for watching. See you again with new video.